Hello everyone, welcome to Nomads podcast. We will talk with Celine today. Celine is owner of the Blueparadise Coliving and she will explain the co-living lives and she will give some information about the Blueparadise Coliving. Okay, let's start. Welcome Celine.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Pleasure for me. How are you today?
Good. I mean, it's been a super sunny day,
Mhm.
so I've been productive and we'll do this. And afterwards, it's time a bit for workout. So it looks like a
Okay,
good day.
nice. Okay, let's start the warm-up questions if
Good.
you're ready.
Let's start.
First of all, who are you? Can you tell us who are you and what inspired you to start co-living space in Tenerife? Could you share your story?
Yes. So I'm Celine. I'm 27 years old and I'm a former economist.
Really?
Yeah. And who turned into a co living founder and a day to day co liver. So I was born on Tenerife, but when I was 18, I moved abroad. I lived in Germany, in England, in France, in Switzerland. And it was actually in Switzerland where I lived in a co living for 2 years. It was very big, it was 5 stories, a whole building. We were 64 residents.
Ooh.
And there, like, I fell in love with the concept of co-living. It was super enriching because I met people like with professions I even know existed. I lived like with a lot of cultures like Greek, Venezuelans, Iranians, and French. And I started like really learning something new every day.
Mhm.
So after some time, I really missed the sun, the
Mhm.
amazing climate we have. So I decided to come back. But I missed this international community. So I was like, okay, let's create a co-living. So I have the best climate. We can live by the sea, and we have all these like new perspectives and broad mix of cultures, and that's how Blue Paradise was born.
Oh, it's really good story. You are an ex-digital nomad, actually.
Yes, yes. That's why I understand the life of a nomad very well.
Okay, nice, nice, really good story. Uh, of course, why Tenerife? What makes the island specific for digital nomads? Probably you met with too much digital nomads because they are coming to Blue Paradise Coliving. Uh, why is it Tenerife? What's the popular things in Tenerife for digital nomads?
Hmm. So I think there are like two sides of why Tenerife is so magical. Like one side is of course the climate. We can swim in the sea all year round. Um, the beauty of the landscapes, like you have volcanoes, you have forests, you have desertic beaches. It's like a mix of a lot of different landscapes in a very small island. So that is amazing. But it's also like very practical. Like whenever I wanted, because I've always worked for European countries
Mm-hmm.
remotely, so I wanted to be in a time zone that is not so different than the companies I worked for. So we have, for example, just 1 hour time difference from Germany or France, same time zone as London, for example. And also we have super strong infrastructure. Like our streets are very safe, which is something, for example, you don't have in South America, especially
Yes.
for female nomads. I think that is a
Yeah, you
very
are
big
right.
plus. I walk at night in the park and I feel super safe. You have very good hospitals. I think you
Yes, yeah, I
experience this.
experienced it. I know it's really good.
So this is also a really big plus for us. Also, we have reliable public transport. So very good roads, which you also have experience.
Yes,
So
definitely. I am renting the car last 2 weeks. This Tenerife road is really good,
yeah,
really good.
so it's really African weather, but with standards of European Union. So for me, it's the perfect mix.
Yes, yes, definitely perfect mix. One day I did hiking. After
Mhm.
that, I went to go to the beach and I
Yes,
swim. And there's a really good opportunity, I think, for one just
exactly.
one day.
That's the thing. Like, it's not that the days here have more hours. We have the same hours as other countries, but since we have so many like microclimates, you can be in the mountains and 10 minutes later in the sea, and it's perfect. You
Yes,
can do
definitely.
much more than in other places in one day.
Yeah, definitely too much memories for one day.
Exactly.
uh, okay, let's talk about the co-living life a little bit. What's a typical day like for someone staying in your co-living?
Hmm.
Probably you have too much ex- you listen to too much experience from your visitors.
Yeah. So it depends a bit. Weekdays are a bit more focused on work, and weekends is more adventure. So if it's a working day, people wake up typically like 7:30, prepare their coffee. They can have it here where we have our outdoor sofas, drink their coffee, seeing the sea, the sun rise. And then they can choose one of our two co-working spaces. So if they want, they can choose the co-working space that has sea views, and they can alternate between sitting and standing because our
That's really important
desks,
for
exactly, they are height
healthy.
adjustable. You have
Yes.
been using a lot. I always see you like standing.
Yes, I don't like to sit all day in computer.
Exactly.
Uh, to, if I must be honest, two co-workings is really good. Really, yeah,
Exactly.
for developers.
So you have also the large monitor, so you will not like leave your eyes with like a super little screen.
Yes, that's
They are
important.
27 to 29 inch. You have also the ergonomic chairs. And if you want a bit more deep focus work, you have the inside co-living, the inside co-working. So you have a lot of choices that you can make to like be productive
Mhm.
during the day. And then when you maybe have finished your meetings, you some co-livers, they go on the trampoline. I don't know if you've used it
Yeah, I did
to
not try.
jump around and like de-stress. And then when work is done, typically they do workouts in the terrace because it's still sunny, and we have the yoga mats, we have the pull-up bars that I've seen
Yeah,
you've
I
been
use it too much
using.
times.
Did you use the TRX?
Yes,
I
I
also
tried.
like that a lot. The kettlebells, the dumbbells. So typically it's like finding work-life balance. And
Definitely.
then after work, they typically walk down to the city center, to Santa Cruz. They go, for example, swimming in the harbor, like you went with Valdemar.
Yes, yes, we really good beach in city center,
Exactly.
but last 3 weeks is super windy.
Yes,
I am
yes.
really lucky.
But I think the wind is something that surprises many people when they
Yeah,
come to
yeah,
the island, but it's something to be grateful for. I think many people don't understand because thanks to the wind, in summer here, it is not as hot as in many other places in Spain
hmm,
because the wind cools us. So while we remain in the summer at 30 degrees, others are in 40 degrees. Um, and and that's only thanks to the wind. So yeah. um, and then also in the city, of course, you can go like Valdemar, and you guys liked the Indian restaurant or the language exchange, like some cultural or social activity.
yeah, yeah. Too much digital nomads live in Tenerife.
Yeah.
This is really surprise. That's really surprised for me because I met with too much digital nomads and uh, nomads community organizing the events, and that's really good site for for the Tenerife because if you are a solo traveler and digital nomad, uh, main problem is find the friends or
Yes.
communicate with other peoples because we need to communicate with other peoples for
Of
the
course.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
That's important, I think, and Tenerife is a really good site for find friends and organizations. That's good, I think.
Exactly, and especially being in the capital for that,
Yes,
we are right in the center of the digital nomad hub. So
yes, definitely. How many people live here in average
Mhm.
in this colony?
So on average, we are between 8 to 13. We
Mm-hmm.
have 8 rooms. One is my room, seven is for rent. And of those seven, six are double rooms, and one is single room. So typically from 8 to 13 is the normal.
Nice, nice, really good. And we have really good kitchen actually.
Yeah.
The last one, I did not give any online order foods. I prepared my food in the kitchen for last 1 month. This is really enough for a kitchen. I think so. I think so.
Yeah, we equipped it with everything,
Mm,
so
yeah, yeah, definitely. Uh, let's talk about the vibe. Actually, what's the vibe like? Are we talking productive mode or more sunset cocktails in co-living lives?
um
I think above, but
exactly. I think both. I think during the week a bit more productive mode for sure. We have invested a lot in this co-living to really make it uh, for you comfortable to work. So during the day, I have the feeling most people focus on their work, and then on the weekends it turns more into cocktail mode. But I have the feeling our community vibe is a bit more nature focused on the weekends. So I, at least for now, I didn't have the feeling that we're not so much into the kind of party people. We are much more people who in the weekends we like to go to the beach, we like to go hiking,
mhm.
more like this kind of healthy living vibe.
Yeah, yeah, too much people trying to be healthy
Yes.
activities. I
Yeah.
did not see any drunk people, any
No, we
high
don't
people
have
in
that.
co-living.
No.
Generally, too much people going to hikings or
Yeah.
beaches, and maybe we are preparing some cocktails out there. So this is really safe place, I think, for this.
Yes.
Let's talk about the community and experience. What's the craziest or funniest story you witnessed here?
So I think the craziest is always to see how people prepare super differently when they are going to do the Teide hike.
Mhm.
I've seen people like literally combing, ironing their hair like 5 minutes before starting the hike because they wanted to have like the best photo when they reach the summit. For
Okay.
those who don't know, Teide is the top of Spain, so it's a very high volcano, 3,718
Okay.
meters, exactly, exactly. And I've seen people seeing also they were preparing like shirts to wear them up there, and others who were like really completely unprepared, and then they had like the most amazing hike ever. Others like preparing flags to go, others twisting their ankles and having like emergencies in the middle of the volcano. So I have the feeling the Teide adventure is always like an epic story that is very different for each one. So that's quite nice. And then also the romerias, I think, would be the second craziest thing. It's our folkloric parties, if we would call it, where we throw food at the people so they can eat at the party.
Mm.
And people are always like amazed like by how generous Canarians are at the parties, because they were like, yeah, they were giving us as many, I don't know, potatoes that we wanted, as much meat as we wanted, wine for free. So it's always really cool. And then of course everyone is dressed like in Canarian
When
dresses.
is the event?
It happens in every village all summer long. So for example, like every week there's in one village. Last week, for example, on Saturday, I was in one. And but it happens as it's like during 4 or 5 months of the summer and spring, and each village has one romeria.
Oh, really good. I learned now.
Yeah.
uh, really good, nice. Actually, Tenerife weather is really different because if you go to city center, sunny and really warm, sometimes hot, that's okay. But if you go to up and some hikings, it's
Yes.
really cold. It's really
Yes.
cold. It's uh, uh, definitely if you visit in Tenerife, you need a backpack.
Yes.
This is important because we are changing the clothes and every
Yeah. Our
always.
method is really the onion method.
Yeah,
Like
me too.
you have to wear many layers, because in 1 second it will be sunny, and 1 second it will be windy and cold.
Yes, that's methodology is working. I am doing. uh, actually, I stayed in co-living 1 month. It's
Mhm.
really good experience for me. This place, and best comfortable place I think for me now. Thank you so much, firstly.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
uh, have any co-livers ever fall in love or start a business together here before you know?
There have been like situationships, I would
Mhm.
say, but I think what is the most common is that I see, because I afterwards like follow them on social media, that they meet elsewhere in the world while they keep traveling, and that is very rewarding because you see, okay, Blue Paradise really made an impact, made it easy for two people to make nice friendships.
Yes, definitely.
So that's really nice.
Uh, let's talk about lifestyle and works. Do you think co-living is the future of the work plus travels? Because this is a really good opportunity
Mhm.
for example, I don't want to rent permanent home, and
Yeah.
I would like to be traveled. This is a really good opportunity. What is your future of the co-living?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think co-living is the future because in the travel industry, we're experiencing changes. Like
Mhm,
before, traveling was more a thing of, okay, I just want to tick off sites that I've seen, and it's more changing towards an experience based traveling, and also towards a more slow travel, because slow travel is becoming also more sustainable. So it's no longer the thing that I want to stay one day in a place but maybe 1 month in a
mhm.
place, and really not be like an outside visitor but really be part of the local life during that month.
Definitely.
And I think that that is where we as co-livings come in, and we know that being a nomad is challenging, but our role is to provide you with like with this feeling of stability, with this feeling of community, of comfort, so that from the moment that you like open your room door in the co-living, you feel like at home, even though it's not your home, but you should feel really like at home. And so in that way you don't have like to waste energy in those kind of things, because I, for example, I moved countries many times, and it always took me like 2 3 months to really feel okay, I have settled in. But when you move into a co-living, your room is already furnished, you don't have to care about, it's not an apartment that is empty and you need to start buying everything. You don't need to like find new friends because you already have like the
Yes.
community in the house. So we make it like much easier for you, so that you can really invest your energy in experiencing, because that's what you are here for, to really like take memories with you. So I think that's why we are the future with the co-livings, because we give you the opportunity only focus on what is important, which is creating experiences.
Yes, definitely. Everything is ready to leave,
Exactly.
ready to leave place. I think co-living sites. Uh, let's continue from another question. So what's the one piece of advice you would give someone thinking of trying to co-living in the first year?
Hmm.
What is your suggestion for new digital nomads?
Yeah. I would say try it, because we humans, we're social animals in
Mhm,
the end, and I think many people are a bit afraid, because there's this stigma that co-living is maybe only for pure extroverted people, and I think it's not. I think there is a very good mix of introverts and extroverts in co-livings, because you have all the community spaces for when you want to socialize, but you can also, whenever you need your privacy, like be in your room and be more by yourself. So what I've experienced during this project is that it really is a place where both kinds of people can be happy together. So don't shy away thinking that, oh my god, you need to be like the most sociable person to try co-living. I think it gives you space for when you want to
mhm.
socialize, and maybe when you need to recharge,
Yes,
not
definitely.
seeing people.
Private zone is really important, and we have private good private zone. By the way, it's a big home.
Yes.
You can chill in some places definitely.
Yeah, I think that's a big advantage of the house because we have 600 square meters of garden, 600 square meters of house. It's a huge villa. So
Yeah, definitely.
if you want space for yourself, you have it, and if you want to bond, you have space.
Yeah, definitely. Normally, when I was living in room in Malta, generally I was working at outside in coffee shops or the co-working space. But uh, one day later or 2 days later, after that, I am feeling boring because I am going to the same place and every day. But this place is really big, and I last 1 month I worked in the co-working and all the time because I don't want to go to outside. That's really enough place for the working and chill place. I think that's
Yeah, I think it also helps that we have two co-working, so they are never like super crowded, each of them. So
yeah. Generally, we have too much available desk.
exactly.
And finally, if your co-living space had a motto, what would it be?
I would say enjoy really the climate of the tropics.
Yes, definitely tropics.
Exactly, with high-end technology of Europe and with a vibrant digital nomad community.
Yeah, that's good. I like this motto. Okay, thank you so much for joining this video.
Thank you, Volkan,
Yeah.
for doing it.
Welcome. I will put in the videos in the co-living store, and you will see in how was this place. Thank you so much for joining this video, guys. I will put the Instagram and YouTube accounts for the Blueparadise Coliving. Follow my videos and subscribe my channel. Like this video. Keep in touch. See you. Bye bye.
Bye.